Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of BTTH The Flame Emperor Part 66 based on novel. So let's start. At this time, Xiao Yan didn't care about the creaking sound of the bones in his body, because Xiao Yan also knew that the most important thing right now was the immortal emperor in front of him. Xiao Yan also felt that the power radiated by this immortal emperor was much stronger than that of the Xianling king. Faced with such a terrifying pressure, Xiao Yan gritted his teeth and looked at the figure in front of him stubbornly. It's actually a little guy in the middle stage of the 4-star Do Emperor. The immortal emperor was also extremely surprised. Xiao Yan heard the words, his face did not change color, and his footsteps were steady, and he walked up from the collapse step by step. Obviously, with Xiao Yan's strong ability to adapt, he has gradually adapted to the pressure of this immortal emperor. At least he will no longer collapse into the ground like a heavy stone on his back. It seems that this kid will not become arrogant because of our existence. The Golden Dragon King also stood aside, quite satisfied with Xiao Yan's actions. Long Yi also nodded slowly within the ancient ruler of eternal fire behind Xiao Yang, apparently agreeing with the words of the Golden Dragon King. Now Xiao Yang has the sole power of the Golden Dragon King, and he, Long Yi, exists as an artifact spirit. The Golden Dragon King had warned him before, not to help Xiao Yang too much, and he still had to go on his own. Long Yi also agreed. It's just that when he hears such a gratifying voice from the Golden Dragon King now, Long Yi is also relieved, and at the same time, he also let go of his arrogance as a dragon and prepares to concentrate on assisting Xiao Yang. After all, whether or not he can be reborn in the future depends on Xiao Yang, and he has already gambled everything on Xiao Yang. I remember 1,000 years ago, who came in an attempt to conquer my 10th rank Do Emperor. There was a 6-star Do Emperor powerhouse, and another who had reached the peak of an 8-star Do Emperor. It's been 1,000 years, and I don't know how strong these two are. Although the two of them have not conquered their own 10th rank fighting emperors, their talents are not weak, and they are also strong now. It seems to be called Old Bamboo. The other one seems to be the owner of the Burning Incense Pavilion. The immortal emperor also said slowly. Xiao Yang was also shocked for a short time, and then he came back to his senses and murmured to the immortal emperor, "Senior, the immortal emperor is famous, and this junior is here just to test whether he can obtain these 10 the body of the Emperor Do." Xiao Yang's voice sounded unevenly in the hall. The next moment, the golden light attached to the immortal great emperor was also slowly and obviously, instead, the immortal great emperor in front of him also revealed his original appearance. Xiao Yang saw the immortal emperor's curly hair, and his deep pupils seemed to contain infinite power. He was dressed in a very simple cloth, and the corners of his mouth were also cracked with a charming arc, and a smile instantly filled out. But even though he is such a simple person, Xiao Yang knows how terrifying his energy is. He, what a brave boy. Actually, I had the idea of being a 10th rank fighting emperor. The immortal emperor in front of him also smiled slowly. But the strong confidence in his voice could not be concealed. Although this immortal emperor's remnant soul is only a remnant soul, it also exists to protect the body of this 10th rank fighting emperor. Let me ask, it would be as difficult as ascending to the sky to obtain the 10 rank Do Emperor from such a terrifying immortal emperor. You can enter here, of course. It is not a general generation, but it is too naive to think that if you have the qualification to obtain my 10th rank Do Emperor. The immortal emperor also said slowly. Hey. Xiao Yang also sighed slowly. It seems that if you don't show some strength, it is obviously impossible to obtain the 10 rank Do Emperor of the immortal emperor in front of him. No matter what, this junior just wants to give it a try. Xiao Yang also muttered, then stared intently at the immortal emperor in front of him. At such a close distance, Xiao Yan can naturally feel an extremely terrifying power from the immortal emperor. That power seems to be invincible, as strong as iron, and it really deserves to be immortal. What a brave boy! But courage does not mean success. The immortal emperor also smiled, obviously satisfied with this Xiao Yang, but he also remembered some past events. It seems that he had such courage back then. If it weren't for the foreign evil clan to attack in their 7 realms in fighting, his immortal emperor would not have fallen. But he didn't regret it. Although he paid the price with his life, he was proud of protecting one side of the land before. Show your strengths. If you get my approval, this 10th rank Do Emperor's body will be yours. If you can't get my approval, then go out. You don't need to waste time here. Looking for a Do Emperor's body, it's not worth entering the Do Di River. The immortal emperor also spoke slowly. Hearing this, Xiao Yang's complexion also became heavy. The person in front of him is the power of the peak of Do Di, and he can rely on the strength of Do Di's peak to deal with 2 emperor-level foreign evil races that are comparable to human fighting immortals, even if there are remnants in front of them. Xiao Yang could not tolerate any slack in his body. Remember that this immortal emperor seems to have a deep connection with the Xiao family. The Golden Dragon King also stood on top of Xiao Yang's head, and then stared at Xiao Yang carefully. A person's potential can often only be continuously stimulated in constant extreme battles, and this level of battle is also the fastest way to improve Xiao Yang. Furthermore, the Golden Dragon King also wanted to see where Xiao Yang's limits were now. Xiao Yang also moved when he heard the words. On Xiao Yang's body, a terrifying milky white flame instantly attached, and then the huge flame energy also slowly gathered on the strange fire eternal ancient ruler behind him. At the same time, Long Yi on the ancient ruler of Yihuaheng also appeared. Obviously, Xiao Yang had to stand by in the face of the emperor, who was as strong as the immortal. Roar! Long Yi's passionate dragon roar permeated the entire hall. It's actually a little guy with an artifact. But how does your ruler give me a familiar aura? The immortal emperor also pondered. Xiao Yang is holding the ancient ruler of eternal fire, and Long Yi is constantly surrounding the ruler of eternal fire. There is no doubt that once Xiao Yang launches an attack, the attack intensity will be even greater than before. Because in the past, most of Xiao Yang compressed his own power on the ancient ruler of eternal fire, and then burst out with terrifying destructive power. But it's different now. Long Yi has obtained the permission of the Golden Dragon King, so Xiao Yang's attack at this time will also be mixed with Long Yi's attack, and its attack strength is stronger than before. Terrifying energy appeared around Xiao Yang's body. The next moment, Xiao Yang's black pupils were tightly closed, and at the same time, an extremely terrifying wave of soul spread instantly. Huangquan is angry. Xiao Yang suddenly opened his eyes and shouted loudly. The terrifying soul attack went against the immortal emperor. The soul attack just came to the immortal emperor, and the immortal emperor also waved it. I didn't expect it to be an extremely rare soul attack. However, the difference between our strengths is too great. Otherwise, we would have been caught. The immortal emperor spoke slowly, and with a wave of his hand, Xiao Yang's terrifying soul attack stopped instantly. The first foot of the 7th layer of breaking the sky. The next moment, Xiao Yang's roaring voice also slowly appeared in the hall. A burst of terrifying flame energy mixed with the sky and covering the earth also radiated from the ancient ruler of the different fire, and then the next moment, under the control of Xiao Yang, he attacked the immortal emperor viciously. The first level of the 7-layered sky-breaking ruler. A terrifying voice echoed in the hall, and the next moment, Xiao Yang also held the ancient ruler of Yihuaheng tightly with both hands, and then waved viciously towards the position of the immortal emperor. A terrifying flame aura with the destruction of the sky and the earth accompanied Long Yi, and also attacked the Immortal Emperor viciously. It seems that the Immortal Emperor did not deliberately resist Xiao Yang's attack, and let Xiao Yang's attack fall on his body. Boom boom boom. The terrifying 100 Zhongkaimang attacked the Immortal Emperor's body abruptly, and an extremely hot temperature spread throughout the hall. Explode! Xiao Yang shouted in a deep voice, and the 100 Zhongkaimang that was deadlocked with the Immortal Emperor suddenly exploded. Brings a monstrous flame energy. The next moment, an extremely dazzling golden light also emerged from the center of the explosion. Ha ha, the little guy is really a good attack method. If it were an ordinary 5-star Do Emperor, the terror would not be able to withstand your attack. The Immortal Emperor also spoke slowly, then smiled. Damn it. Xiao Yang also said solemnly. Although the 7th level Breaking Sky Ruler is powerful, Xiao Yang has recently either participated in the points plundering competition, or joined the super sect, so he has no time to continue cultivating the following levels of the 7th level Breaking Heaven Ruler. According to Xiao Yang's estimation, he can now grasp the 2nd and 3rd feet of the 7th Heaven Shattering Ruler. Of course, Xiao Yang also discovered that the first Kai of the 7-layered Sky-Breaking Ruler was no longer powerful enough to deal with the enemies he encountered. After all, the enemies Xiao Yang has encountered so far are all stronger than Xiao Yang. And even if he is stronger than Xiao Yang, as powerful as the 5-star Do Emperor level, Xiao Yang is confident that he has the power to fight in one battle. It is just a pity that Xiao Yang's defense cannot cope with the attacks of the 5-star Do Emperor powerhouses. So now Xiao Yang every time in the battle against the 5-star Do D, if you can't kill with one hit, then Xiao Yang's waiting will be a failure. After all, Xiao Yang is not afraid of the 5-star Do D. In terms of attack strength, Xiao Yang is more terrifying than the 5-star Do D. The only thing he is afraid of is that Xiao Yang's current defense is unable to withstand the attacks of the 5-star Do D. This is what caused Xiao Yang the most headache. Although your soul attack works well with this weapon's attack, your strength is too weak after all. If only by virtue of these. Then you can go back. The Immortal Emperor also said slowly, with an extremely terrifying pressure in his voice. Damn it. Is there no other way? Xiao Yang also muttered, obviously this Immortal Emperor's remnant soul, the current Xiao Yang, is not enough to deal with. Xiao Yang casually held the ancient ruler of eternal fire in his right hand, and then raised his left hand, slowly stroking his forehead. Where, it seems that something is just about to move. I don't know what fighting skills this senior just displayed. Xiao Yang also wondered in his heart. Obviously, the dazzling golden light emitted by the Immortal Emperor just now made Xiao Yang feel like an ant, and Xiao Yang also knew that since the Immortal Emperor displayed that dazzling golden light, his own attack seemed to have hit General on an indestructible stone. This is what makes Xiao Yang feel helpless, because Xiao Yang has absolute confidence, even with his current strength, he can still leave a trace of scars on this Immortal Emperor. But I just don't know what's going on. The golden light that the Immortal Emperor just showed when he was dealing with his 7th layer Breaking Sky Ruler seemed to be a terrifying thing. Boy, I feel that your flame is not an ordinary flame, right? But since you can come here, it's okay to tell you. The Immortal Emperor also laughed. Obviously, he saw Xiao Yang's question, but he was also surprised. This Xiao Yang's perception is really sharp, he just used his fighting skills. That's my famous fighting skill. Immortal Golden Body. The slow voice of the Immortal Emperor produced extreme shock in Xiao Yang's mind. Immortal Emperor. Immortal Golden Body. At this time, Xiao Yang's mind was like a cauldron exploded. Because my master, the Golden Dragon King, explained it to me before. The Immortal Emperor's famous fighting skill is the Immortal Golden Body. The horror level of this immortal golden body can be called the first person under Do D. Because the immortal golden body has no attack power, but it is more desirable than the huge attack power. The immortal golden body focuses on defense. It is a fighting skill that focuses on defense. Although there is no clear rank, but you don't need to think about it, you know that the rank of this immortal golden body can definitely be ranked in the holy rank. Moreover, the rank among the holy ranks will definitely not be low. Immortal Emperor, immortal golden body. The immortal emperor stood at the peak of the Do Emperor with his immortal golden body, and then with this immortal golden body, he also resisted 2 emperor-level foreign evil races that were comparable to the level of human fighting immortals. Immortal golden body is a defense method close to the limit. The immortal golden body can instantly solidify one's body and become as solid as gold, and there will also be a terrifying defensive shield around the caster. When the immortal golden body appears, the caster's own defense will also instantly increase by 5 times. The Golden Dragon King also said slowly, 5 times the defense power. Xiao Yan also took a deep breath, then looked at the simple man in front of him with shock. Instantaneous increase of 5 times the defense power, what does this mean? Xiao Yang is also very clear. Taking Xiao Yang as an example, if he just used all his strength to defend and not attack, the powerhouses in the late stage of the terrifying 4-star Do D could be dragged on for a while. But if you increase your defense by 5 times, Xiao Yang also has absolute self-confidence. Even the attack of a 6-star Do D perfection level powerhouse is like tickle Xiao Yang. Xiao Yang on the Do Chi continent is full of attacking methods, and what he cultivates is also breaking out melee combat methods, striving for one-hit kills. For defense, there is also very little penetration. But when he came to Dudi continent, Xiao Yang also found that without some powerful means of life-saving, it would be quite difficult to fight against some enemies at a higher level. The means of attack and fighting skills. Xiao Yang also learned too much. So don't worry. It's just that what Xiao Yang lacks at the moment is the means of defense. If the major problem of defensive means is solved, Xiao Yang also has the confidence to leapfrog battles without a problem. After all, in terms of the degree of violence, Xiao Yang is not inferior to anyone. But in terms of defense, it was Xiao Yang's weakness. It's no wonder that this immortal emperor was able to use the strength of Do Di's peak to hold down 2 foreign evil races that are comparable to human beings. Xiao Yang also murmured, there were a lot of shocks in his voice, but more what is respect is that such a strong powerhouse is sadly lost. Immortal golden body. Sure enough, it's a good thing. Xiao Yang also murmured. Then he also laughed, no longer covering up, his palm slightly raised, no longer covering his forehead. 3 mysterious transformations of heavenly fire. A silent voice also echoed in the hall. Xiao Yang's strength also soared in an instant, and in a blink of an eye, it was raised to the level of a 4-star Do Emperor consummation. At the same time, a wave of extreme fluctuations also emanated from Xiao Yang's forehead. This smell. Are you from the Xiao clan? The immortal emperor in front of him also slowly spit out a sentence, when he saw the mysterious rune on Xiao Yang's forehead. Then the originally peaceful immortal emperor was also shocked at this time. Immortal emperor, an extremely huge force, also instantly filled the hall, and then the immortal emperor also slowly shook his head. Then he also raised his forehead, and then looked at Xiao Yang's forehead. After confirming the degree, he also said, Xiao clan. There are still descendants. Xiao Yang could also hear that there was an indescribable emotion in the voice of the immortal emperor. Senior, I've offended you. Xiao Yang also clenched his fists, and just about to launch an attack, he saw the immortal emperor in front of him slowly waving at Xiao Yang. Wait a minute. The immortal emperor also said slowly. Xiao Yang also didn't know what this immortal emperor was going to do. He just prompted his clan pattern, which was also pointed by his master Jinlongwang. So Xiao Yang did as well, but his master Jinlongwang was still watching the play. Attitude. The Xiao family is also quite helpless about this. It seems that their master, the Golden Dragon King, will only take action when his life is in danger. Huh? Xiao Yang was also puzzled. Obviously, Xiao Yang didn't think that he could fight against the immortal emperor in front of him by relying on the power of Skyfire 3 profound transformation to reach the perfection of the 4-star Do Emperor. Are you really a member of the Xiao family? The immortal emperor also muttered. Obviously, although there are clan lines on the Xiao family's forehead, the immortal emperor seems to have some doubts. The younger generation is indeed a member of the Xiao clan. The Xiao clan also said slowly, and then looked at the immortal emperor in front of him. The immortal emperor in front of him seemed to have a huge change in his mood after seeing the mysterious clan lines on the Xiao clan's forehead. It seems that her disdainful attitude towards herself has also undergone earth-shaking changes. When the immortal emperor heard this, his pupils also showed a hint of doubt, and the next moment, he suddenly came to Xiao Yang. The index finger of his right hand slowly swiped Xiao Yang's arm, and immediately a conspicuous wound appeared. 3 drops of blood flowed out, flowing directly onto the palm of the immortal emperor. Xiao Yang was also a little bit in pain from this immortal emperor, so he couldn't help speaking out, but Xiao Yang also looked at this immortal emperor in doubt, not knowing what medicine this mighty god was selling. But what is even more terrifying is that when the immortal emperor came to Xiao Yang, the terrifying fluctuations from the peak of the Do Emperor were also overwhelming Xiao Yang. With the departure of the immortal emperor, Xiao Yang's complexion returned to normal. Immediately, Xiao Yang's body vindictive energy was released, and the wound on his arm immediately healed. The 3 drops of blood also slowly stood in front of the immortal emperor. The immortal emperor also controlled the 3 drops of blood, and then sniffed next to his nose. It seems that you are indeed a member of the Xiao family. The immortal emperor also laughed, but that invisible wave disappeared without a trace after the immortal emperor's voice. Even Xiao Yang felt an extremely gentle aura from the immortal emperor's body, and the Do Qi in his body was extremely greedy and attracted the golden light around the immortal emperor. I have a lot of connections with your Xiao family. Now that I have met the descendants of your Xiao clan, it can be regarded as a repayment of the kindness of your Xiao clan to me. The immortal emperor also said slowly. This? Xiao Yang also became stunned at this time. This immortal emperor is actually related to the Xiao clan he belongs to. Although Xiao Yang knew that his master Jin Longwang definitely knew something about his family's presence on the Dodi continent, but his master Jin Longwang also avoided mentioning it to himself. But even if he didn't mention it, Xiao Yang knew that on the Dodi continent, the Xiao clan seemed to be like a giant. With a giant-like existence, there are also many enemies, both overt and covert. So it makes perfect sense for his master, the Golden Dragon King, to tell him not to display this Xiao clan pattern unless he has to. After all, the enemies that their Xiao clan provoked are not terrifying that Xiao Yang can handle now. Do you want to know? The immortal emperor also said slowly to Xiao Yang, but in his voice and expression, there was obviously no meaning of rejecting people thousands of miles away. The descendants of the great emperor are ordinary. Think. Xiao Yang also said without hesitation. A lot of things require strength to know the qualifications. If his master, the Golden Dragon King, didn't say it, then this immortal emperor must know something. So Xiao Yang couldn't wait to know something about the Xiao family. Many people only know that I am the immortal emperor, but they don't know much about my birth. I was born in a weak village in the Xianling continent, and my parents died when I was young. At that time, I was still a small 6-star Do saint. At that time, I was arrogant and decided to go to the mainland. First, it was to exercise myself, and secondly, I wanted to go out and see the outside world without any worries. In the decades of the world, I traveled to the Sifang continent above the Dudi continent, and finally found a holy flame in a place called Wang Chenya above the Tianxing continent. Immortal flame. The immortal emperor also said slowly. Immortal flame. The 18th on the holy flame list, he possesses an extremely terrifying power of immortality. Xiao Yan heard the words, his pupils shrank tightly, and then he did not disturb the immortal emperor, but the shock in his heart was unparalleled. After encountering the immortal flame, it was also a coincidence. At that time, I was the only one who discovered this immortal flame, and no one else. At that time, I was already at the perfection level of the 8-star Do Emperor. Relied on his proud immortal golden body, and the rarity of this holy flame, and also came up with the idea of taking it for himself. As soon as I say it, I prepared 10 days and 10 nights in Wang Chenya, and finally took the risk of introducing the holy flame into my body. In the end, I still underestimated the power of the holy flame, causing the physical body to be destroyed, and the soul power to fight against the immortal flame. It was almost close to death. Just when I was in despair, a person from your Xiao clan, an almighty Xiao Yun, also appeared, and with his strength at the level of fighting immortals, he reluctantly subdued the immortal saint flame. Speaking of which, you Xiao Yun are also a real power. After conquering the immortal flame finally chose me among the two of us. Your senior Xiao Yun is not at all displeased, and you are even worried about it. I condense my body, and then give me this immortal flame. So let's go away. The moment the immortal emperor spoke, his emotions were also extremely excited. This actually gave up on Xingyang. Xiao Yang's pupils shrank tightly at this time, and his face was full of disbelief. The rarity of the holy flame, even in comparison to the strange fire, is undoubtedly worse than that. Their ancestor of the Xiao family, Xiao Xian, actually gave up such a powerful holy flame. It's no wonder that the immortal emperor is so excited to see their descendants of the Xiao family. Let me ask, if someone saves you, and then gives away the holy flame that he got, who wouldn't be so grateful? The extremely shocking feeling in Xiao Yang's heart could not be calm for a long time. At this time, Xiao Yang also completely knew why the immortal emperor in front of him treated him like this. Thinking about it, I don't know why. At the beginning, my ancestor had a chance to the holy flame, but Xiao Yun's ancestor gave up and gave this opportunity to the immortal emperor, which is why he got the illustrious name of the immortal emperor. According to what the immortal emperor said, in the scene at that time, the immortal emperor's body was destroyed by the immortal flame, leaving only the body of his soul, and his own ancestor Xiao Yun was a genuine fighting immortal powerhouse. If Xiao Yun wanted to subdue this immortal the flames, you can think of it without any effort. But Xiao Yun didn't. After helping the immortal emperor condense his body, he also gave immortal flame a chance to choose. In the end, immortal flame chose the immortal emperor, and the ancestor Xiao Yun also left gracefully. Although Xiao Yang didn't know what happened in the middle, from the level of respect the immortal emperor had for his ancestor Xiao Yun, and his attitude towards him, he knew that what the immortal emperor said was true, and just because of the daring of his ancestor Xiao Yun, even Xiao Yang felt inferior. Back then, after your ancestor Xiao Yun left, I relied on swallowing the flame of immortality, and my strength improved by leaps and bounds. In one fell swoop, he broke through the level of the 9-star Do Emperor, and entered the realm of rank 9. Just when I was going to look for your ancestor Xiao Yun to repay my kindness, I don't know why it suddenly came out that your Xiao family was wanted by the 7 realms. Then at the same time, the foreign evil clan also attacked aggressively. In the end, I also perished with hatred under the conspiracy of the alien race. However, it seems that some of the strengths in these 7 realms may have some relationship with the foreign evil clan. After all, the foreign evil clan and the wanted Xiao clan all came too suddenly. The immortal emperor also thought slowly. Well, Xiao clan also said solemnly, and then carefully memorized these words in his heart. However, I still want to thank you, Xiao clan. If it wasn't for your ancestor Xiao Yun, then there would be no immortal emperor in this world. The immortal emperor also said slowly, but there was more in the voice. It is gentle. Obviously Xiao Yang is a member of the Xiao family, so this immortal emperor deliberately did it. The next moment, the face of the immortal emperor in front of him also became ugly, apparently remembering something unpleasant. Senior. Xiao Yang also noticed that the immortal emperor's expression suddenly became sad, and immediately said, "It's okay. I just remembered some unpleasant things." The immortal emperor also murmured, obviously, because he just remembered something about the evil race outside the territory. The terrifying level of the evil race outside the realm, the terrifying level, is that the powerhouses of their own level are. But it's better that you don't know these things now. The immortal emperor also said slowly. But you are really amazing. You have an incredible flame at a young age. Although the flame on your body is not as powerful as the holy flame, it is still very good. Even me, I have to guard against it. And what puzzles me the most is, before I fell, I also got the news that the Xiao clan has been wanted by the 7 realms, so it is impossible for any of the Xiao clan to appear. Where did you come from? The immortal emperor also wondered. Since it was confirmed that the person in front of him was a member of the Xiao family, it was natural to interrogate him clearly. To be honest, the kid broke through from the Do Chi continent. Xiao Yang also did not hide it, and said to the immortal emperor. The immortal emperor in front of him is also someone who can be trusted, and what to say, this immortal emperor is just a remnant soul. Do Chi continent. Impossible. During the war 10,000 years ago, all the emperor's energy in the lower middle plane had been exhausted, and it was impossible for a fighting emperor to advance. The immortal emperor also denied it. What my disciple said, can it be fake or not? A deep breath also slowly emanated. Then, the golden dragon king above Xiao Yang's had also appeared as his original figure. Golden Dragon King. The immortal emperor also shrank his pupils tightly, looking at the familiar figure in front of him. The immortal emperor would not feel wrong about the breath of the Golden Dragon King. After all, the Golden Dragon King was the strongest in the entire dragon clan back then. The immortal emperor clearly remembers that the Golden Dragon King and the Xiao clan made great contributions to the battle with the foreign evil clan back then. I just don't know why this Xiao family is still wanted by the 7 realms. As for the Golden Dragon King, it seems that he has disappeared since the war. It is rumored that he fell in the war of the evil race outside the territory. Why are you here? The immortal emperor was also extremely shocked. The Xiao family naturally has descendants. Don't forget that there is an intermediate plane in the human world, the Do Chi continent. Where did the first Xiao clan bloodline come from? But no one has been promoted to the Do Di continent for 10,000 years in the Do Chi continent, so it was slowly forgotten. However, this does not mean that the Do Chi continent does not have Emperor Qi, but it has Emperor-grade medicinal pills, so. The Golden Dragon King also laughed slowly. I can't think of how many secrets this kid has. The immortal emperor also sighed slowly. Because the immortal emperor knows that the Golden Dragon King in front of him is the most powerful being in the dragon race. A powerhouse comparable to the king level of a foreign evil race. Terra is also close to the powerhouse of the god of war. The immortal emperor also sighed secretly. Tilde in that case. Time is running out. My 10th rank, Do Emperor, is a gift to the descendants of the Xiao family, and I have already repaid Senior Xiao Yun's kindness. The Immortal Emperor also spoke slowly. As the voice of the Immortal Emperor just fell, the body in the hall exudes golden light, and an invisible wave spreads slowly above the body. It's really a terrifying fluctuation. Xiao Yang also stared at the tiny rays of light above the golden body. In Xiao Yang's perception, if even a little bit, then, relying on his current defense, even if he is terrified, he will be seriously injured. This Immortal Emperor is truly a terrifying existence. This is just some means to protect the 10-rank Do Emperor. The Immortal Emperor also said slowly, "Go, Xiao Yang." The Immortal Emperor also spoke slowly. There were some different emotions in his voice, and then his pupils also became deep. Junior thanks Senior. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, he bowed slowly to the Immortal Emperor in front of him, then no longer hesitated, and walked slowly towards the golden body in the hall. Is that the body of a 10th rank Do D? Xiao Yang approached the golden body, and also found some strange things on this body. According to Xiao Yang's estimation, I am afraid that with all of his attacking methods, he will not be able to break this golden Do Emperor. This video will end here.